Monday morning, everybody. It is starting, let's see, our third week in January already. We've got 2 more weeks after this to go. So we are on the prompt of opposites for the 15th of January. Here's pages I'm going to work on in my book. What I have done to prepare us for this is I have a book page here and a cleanup page here on the back of this one, and I painted this with white gesso, and I put ink, acrylic ink, on this one in black, obviously. So we have black and white, 2 opposites. The next thing I want to do is stamp some journaling lines on this side. I'm going to use a stamp, and I'm going to use black. This is black StazOn. It just happened to be what I had out on my table. So I want to get some lines on here. Just like this. Okay. And then over on the opposite side, I want to stamp with Versamark ink, a script stamp. Instead of a line, we're doing a script. And I want to go all over the whole page, I do believe. Okay, and I can tell that I have missed some spots. It's not a solid cover, but that's okay with me. And then I want to emboss it with white embossing powder. So we have the opposites again of black and white. Black stamping with the lines, white embossing with the script. So again, we have opposite, and then I'm going to heat set that. All right, so my next thing that I want to do is on this side, I'm going to use a piece of book paper, and I want to make a belly band. So that's vertical. Then on this side, I'm going to take not book paper, but packaging. And I want to make a pocket that's horizontal. So we have vertical and horizontal, again, more opposites. So to do my belly band, I have a piece of this paper from yesterday, and if you want to see how I made this, then you can go check it out on yesterday's video, and the playlist will be listed below. The main color I have on here is blue, so I chose 2 colors from the color wheel. I chose blue here, and the direct opposite is orange. So I will use orange on the pocket. So we have more opposites, blue and orange. So to create these pockets, I'm going to glue this strip down on top of my book paper with some tacky glue, just to get it down there so it'll stay until I go to the sewing machine. And let's put this up like this. And this paper is a little bit narrower and a little bit shorter than my book paper. Now over on this one, I want to put my orange piece on here. And again, just enough to get it to the sewing machine, and that'll go horizontal. Now for my focal points, I have chosen 2 pictures. This one is of the city. This one is of the country. So I would say city and country are pretty good opposites also. So I will take these and let's see, do I want to add anything more? I'm not really caring for this pocket, but then again, maybe if I move this down and then put my picture up, yeah, then enough of my color shows and I'm happy. So I'll go along with that. So let me just put a little bit of glue on here to hold it right where I want it, which is right there. And then this one's going to go up top here. So I'll put a little bit of glue up here like this. Now I will take them and I will stitch them and then I'll be back. I'm back. I have the stitching done. So on this one, on the top part, I did some zigzag, and then on the bottom, I did some messy stitching. This one is all just zigzag. And I have loose threads, or dangly threads, which I like. So I feel that my pocket and that is complete. So I will glue them on again with some tacky glue. There we go. And now we're going to set this aside and we're going to make a tag and a journaling spot, which are, they're different. I don't know if they're actually considered opposites or not, but they're going to be opposites for me for today. And I want to cover those with some paper. For one, and I think I'm going to do this on the, let me see how wide this is. Oh, that'll cover that just perfectly. So I can do front and back. Okay, so all I have to do then is put glue on both sides. I need to leave my glue standing up on its head so I don't have to be frustrated with it all the time. There we go. We're going to take that and we're going to put it right inside this fold just like that. And then we'll put glue on the back. And this is just some chipboard like off a cereal box or some sort of box from the pantry. And then we'll cover that up like that. And then we'll take our scissors and we'll trim that excess all off. I think I want a finished edge here. So let me cut this off here. Sorry, I'm out of frame. I want a finished edge on top instead of a raw edge. So what I'm going to do is fold this excess over onto my, just like that. And then on the edges, I'll just have to trim it. Let's see. I think for me, it'd probably be best if I kind of folded it up, because if I winged it, it wouldn't turn out so nice. Actually, if I cut in here like this and folded this back and the same as on the top and folded this back and then cut that little edge off. Now if I would have planned better, I would have made this a little wider so I had a little bit more paper to work with, but we'll be okay on this side. I'm not so sure how the other side's going to go. Well, this is pretty. This really isn't enough paper to do what I wanted to. And then I thought I would fold this over. Let's see if we can get it glued down anyhow. Fold that over and cover up that raw edge. Yeah, I don't know that there's enough to actually fold over. Let's get a little more in here. We have both layers still here. Yeah, that'll work. And that covers up that raw edge. And then let's see what we have on the opposite side. No way. No, we do not even have as much as we had. So maybe we'll just take and we'll put some glue in here. And then just seal those two seams shut together. There we go. That works. Next time I'll plan a little better. Okay, so now we have quite a bit better card. Let's see what we want to put on our tag. If I had a wide enough piece of ledger paper, I'm looking through my scrap box here. As you see, it's a little bit neater than last time because I took the time yesterday and cleaned up a little bit around my desk. It was quite the mess. And I don't mind having, let's see what this is that railroad paper. I don't mind having stuff around, but it was a little much and it was more than I could deal with. So I'll take my tag and just put some glue on the back and glue it right in the center this time. And then I can take my papers fold the corners in. I want to do them at a 90-degree angle. And then I can fold in the extra. There, and that creates some really nice corners until you rip your paper. Now we'll figure out, okay, I like that on there, what we can put on the back side of this, and that's where I think I have a piece of ledger paper that will work on the back of that. So we just used up some of our scraps for our tag and our journal card. So this back here, this is actually the front, what would be considered the front. I don't want to stand that up or I won't get any glue out of it. But the front would actually be really nice to make it into the back for journaling. Although you could journal on this too. And I want to keep this the back. So there's the back for journaling and there's the front. And on this one, this is going to be the back for journaling. Again, it works the opposite way with the paper, that this would be better for journaling. And so that's what we'll do. We'll keep this for journaling and then we'll put this for the front, even though it's kind of the back of the card. So from here, what do we want to add to make these tags and journaling card look really pretty in our journal? This is going to go in here. So we have to be careful. Like everything, when you have a tag or a journaling card for a belly band, everything should be flat because it's going to catch as it goes in. Actually, it looks really cool just leaving it like that, but I can't do that. And then our card here, our tag also looks really cool just leaving it like that. But again, I can't do that. I'm going to turn this one around. That'll be great journaling space as opposed to this. So let's see what we can add to these that's not too bulky so that they'll still fit inside our pocket and our journal tag. I can't seem to find a place to set that journal. So we have some of this pretty blue paper that would be, and this is going to go in our pocket, and that was the orange side, so that would be a good contrast. Let's take some of that for both, actually. We'll put that up on top. And we don't want quite this much of this one. And I'm just going to pick out some pieces out of my box here, my basket, to add in on our little collage that we've got going here. Now we could also add some of our little papers that we have. I can put this one over here, and then I can put this one over here. Like that. I do like this ledger, this journal, this ledger paper scrap here with the months written on it. I think that's pretty cool. And then we can have some packaging. And I think on this tag, that's enough, all but having a focal point. Over here, let's add maybe some dictionary paper would be very nice over here. And let's change the directions of some of this so we can put this down here and that there. and then that across the top there. Now if I find a focal point and possibly something for some texture, like maybe some lace, and like I say, I'm trying to be careful here. Lace sometimes is a little difficult. I'll have to get it really flattened right down. So let's think about a tea bag maybe on both of them, and possibly lace. I can do lace on the tag really easy. There we go. I'm thinking that's starting to look pretty nice. Now for a focal point, I have used the opposites of city and country, and let me see what I can find. How about, I have some vellum pieces here, so we could maybe go for transportation with a bicycle. So we have transportation, and then the arts. So let's go with, I think it's a violin. So we have transportation and the arts with a violin. That's kind of a little bit opposite, yes? And then if I could just find a word, a simple little word or something to put on here that doesn't take up much space. I have some little words here. These are gratitude and Thanksgiving, so we don't want those. Put them back. Let's do enjoy the journey for the transportation one with a bicycle. And then I like the world is my canvas and I create my reality. I'm not sure how well that goes with the arts and music. It goes with arts, that's for sure, right? Yeah, so. All right, now to just get these all glued down, inked up. I like to ink up all of my edges. I think these will make some pretty cool tag and journal card. Let's work on the tag first. A little bit of ink around our vellum piece and around our paper scraps, and a little bit of ink around the outside edge of our tag, front and back. Then we'll take our tacky glue and we'll start gluing everything down. For my vellum, I'm just going to put little drops of glue right in the four corners. All right, I'm making a mistake. This is going to go in a pocket, so I need to put the vellum at the top because I like it to show. Then we can put our lace on, and then we'll put our quote on the bottom of that and hold that all together. Okay, there we go. Now let's ink up all of the edges of all the elements that goes to our journal card, and the front and the back edges of our journal card also. And then we can glue all that down. All right, they are all stitched down, looking good. There's the enjoy the journey, the tag, and here is the journal card. And the journal card's going to go in behind the belly band. And then that will give us some color peeking out, which looks pretty cool. I think to make this look more like a tag, I would like to add like some fibers or something at the top. So I'm going to take my punch. I'm going to go below the stitches so that I don't cut those, and punch a hole. And then see what I can find. How about some eyelash fibers? I have that handy. We'll just try putting some of them on. I folded them in half, put the folded edge down through the hole, opened it up and put my tails through, and then pulled my tails tight to attach it to my tag. And there we go. We have some nice fibers on our tag, and that will fit down inside, I think, our pocket. There we go. There is our opposite page for Junk Journal January. Thanks for watching, guys. We shall see you again soon. Our next prompt is going to be flow. See you again soon. Bye now.